So this is the meeting about non-duality, non-duality. I have some practical things about, there's something. Huh? Sta ik vast? Oh, my. Is there a freeze? Am I frozen now? No, not for everybody.
No.
Oh, okay.
You're looking perfect.
But I'm perfect.
Yes.
I don't do anything. Oh my God. So there's a relation thing going on here. Oh my God. The thing of John doesn't work very well. So we have to, there will be some things in between. So, okay. There's somebody still there. So maybe I have to, I'll see what John does. There will be tomorrow another Zoom, and then there will be, for this year, no Zooms anymore. We are going to San Francisco or Sacramento, and then next week there will be a meeting in Sacramento in December 1 till 3. So we are there. We are over there in America, and then there will be new Zooms in January. After that. I'm going after the 13th of December. I'm planning the new Zoom meetings. So there will be only in December. In December, there will be no other Zoom meetings, just tomorrow. And then there can be a one-to-one if you not in the weeks that I'm in Sacramento. There are 2 weeks. And then after that, there will be a possibility to do a one-to-one if you want to. So please write me and then we can set a date if you want to. And what also we done is that the booking of the residentials is open. We have put the bookings forms. You can download them and open them in the website. And that's about the residential in Germany, the south of Germany. So that will be from the 12th till 16th of June. And there will also be a special one. It's also in a residential in Vietnam. That will be the 6th till 12th October. So there's also the booking form is ready. So if you want to go there, you can fill in the booking form and send it to my email. And maybe we meet in Vietnam or in Germany. There also will be a meeting in New York. That will be in April. That's the 5 till 7 April. We're going to the other side of America. I'm going there. Okay. So talking about non-duality, what can we say before the meeting when just walking around and thinking about what shall I say in the meeting? Nothing is coming. There's just no idea how to tell this or what will be a message or things like that. And then suddenly when there's this sitting here and there's you guys sitting, then there's suddenly starting and talking. There's no one. There's already no one. That's something most people never question, if there's someone or is there free will or is there choice, because when there's no one, part of that is there's also no free will and no choice. That free will and choice, that's so embodied, that can be so strong, and there can be an understanding and maybe a seeing of this message or this talking, like there's no one, and just seeing, there's no free will, and suddenly underneath that there's still that going on, trying to figure out if that's right to do or something like that. There can be a clarity, and that can be very, very obvious. And it has nothing to do with this, because it's not about clarity or understanding. It's energetic. So there can be also no understanding at all, and there's suddenly no one, and there's no idea about what's going on. But it doesn't matter. The whole awareness can be gone. That seems to be really important. That feeling aware, that looking at yourself and being able to decide what's going on, or to see circumstances and thinking, what shall I do? And when that's gone, then there suddenly it's obvious that whole thinking about what's going on and what shall I do and all that, that can be there, but it doesn't have any power at all. There's no change. So there can be a longing for being no one or something like that. There's no change. Life doesn't change. There's no change in what's going on. So that the circumstances or different houses or anything, it's going on. What's left or what's lost, you could say, is that idea that there's something wrong. But it's not only an idea. It's so also everything is colored by that separation, that suddenly feeling there's something wrong, there's something not right yet. There's suddenly seeing over there and here, and then there's the brain in some kind of way making it into, oh, I'm here and you are there, and there's no, suddenly, like in maybe in years, can be like a belief of free will and choice. So it's more stronger and more embodied, that there's me, I'm in here, this is my body, this is my feelings, this is my life. And then here is talking about that loss is not that everything is lost about the body. It's there's no one. There's nothing happening. Everything is an appearance. That's crazy, because when there's me and I'm here in this body feels real, circumstances feel real, they happen to me or to happen to this body, maybe they're saying when they're seeing there's no me, but there still can be a feeling of it's happening to this body or health or all that. It's a story. Nothing is happening. It's only apparently happening, and what's happening is maybe a hand, but it has nothing to do with Rose. It's crazy. It's so free. It's so stunning free. There's only a hand happening, or maybe a face seeing a face, and that's everything. There's no Rose that doesn't have a me or something like that. There's no Rose. There never has been a Rose. It's a construct. And it's an embodied belief that there's me and there's Rose and there's other people and everything is happening. They're seeing bodies, but that's only what's seen, a body, yeah. There can be a memory of events, but that doesn't mean there's continuation. There's no time. When they're saying there's no time, that's huge. There's not only no Thursday, but there's no before and no after. When there's no before, and no after, how can there be continuation or development? It's this. It's what it is. Talking, it doesn't have meaning. There can be an idea about what's going on. That's a story. There's nothing wrong with the story, but it's a story. It's on top of what's going on, what seems to be going on, like talking or a face or a chair. Streets, feelings can happen. It's everything. There's nothing excluded. There can be feelings, there can be thinking, there can be images of angels or anything. It's everything. But nothing has any meaning. Life doesn't have any meaning. Life is. It is whatever it's seen. It can be chairs or sensed or smell, or it can be what's heard or feelings. It's what is sensed. That's it. And that's what's happening. What's apparently is happening. It's not real. It's apparently real, and in the same time, how can you say it differently? In the same time, there's nothing happening. It's nothing. It's crazy. You can't even understand or make an image of this. There's no need for it. It doesn't matter if it's understood. This is energetic. It has nothing to do with understanding or being clear. And there's nothing missing. It's already complete. That's the joy of this message. It's already complete. It's already what's going on. So there's nothing not yet there. There's no need to do or not do anything. That what's being done is it already. The way that is looking, the face is looking, the way that's moving, is what is apparently happening. That's what we're talking about. And that's already the case. That's already what's happening. So in that sense, there's no change. There's nothing to look for. There is already no me. So that, and there can be a belief or a feeling that there's a me. Then there's that belief, or those thoughts can be there. Then that's what's happening. There's nothing wrong or right with that. There's nothing wrong or right with anything. It's what it is. And the strange thing is, when there's me and I'm here and all that, my life is going on, there's suddenly underneath everything or in everything a sense or a feeling there's something wrong. I'm not good enough. There's a dissatisfaction. It's not really. So there can be for some people a search now to something, something else. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but there's looking for something, because this can't be it. It has to be something else. But what is it? Maybe when there's a lot of ideas about what it could be, like total freedom, a feeling of freedom, or anything. There can be there are a lot of ideas about that. It's already what's going on. This is already paradise. Paradise doesn't mean it's only happiness. Paradise is everything. It's everything. Normal everything, not with a capital or things. It's very normal. It's very ordinary. And it's life. Life. Look at really little babies. You see, life is just like there's a joy in that. It doesn't mean if it's anger, then that joy, that aliveness is that. It's angering, something like that. It's everything. It's already everything. That's amazing. So we can talk about, maybe there are questions. There can be questions in the story. It doesn't matter where the questions are about. It's everything. So it's every question or every sharing can be there, and there can be a response, and we see what's going to happen. So if you want to say something, you can unmute yourself or maybe write something, or say nothing, whatever.
Hi, Roos.
Hi, hello.
I asked you the question and I heard you talking about the paradise and the senses. And I read in the Gospel of Thomas, I asked you this question, that there are 5 trees in the paradise. And I thought maybe that would respond to the 5 senses. And I
Oh,
never understood why he said 5 trees in paradise. And I have asked many people from what would it be, what would be the meaning of it? And yeah, maybe the 5 senses, everything that is smelled or heard or seen is already paradise. And
yeah,
that
yeah, it
was
can
very,
be. Yeah, oh,
that's
wow.
very,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, could
beautiful.
be. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
never
Yeah,
understood it, and
yeah.
now I got the answer when I heard
Ah,
you talking about paradise and the senses.
oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, that's it.
yeah.
That's, yeah.
And when you don't, yeah, when you hear it the first time, then you think, what would be the 5 trees in the paradise?
Mm.
And
Yeah, that we make it so literally, like trees or things like that. It's so
yeah,
many, how do you say, synonym? I don't know how do you say that
yeah.
in English. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Now the Gospel of Thomas is beautiful. But I don't know if you know it, but there are
No, I
very
didn't.
little, yeah, senses.
Yeah,
Yeah, They are found in Nagamadi in a bottle.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, would be nice. Yeah, thank you. It also doesn't matter if they're talking or not talking, or not listening, falling asleep. It's everything. So that what's happening is it. So there's no need to listen, to hear it, or to understand what's being said. Or maybe they're going away. Then that's what's happening. It's already it. It can't be wrong. It can't be right either. It's what it is. There's a chat. I feel frozen in anxiety for the first time in years. With all these ideas about what is the threat and why, automatic theories, I believe and avoid at the same time. It's all nothing and has no power. There can be being frozen. There can be a feeling of like that. Then that's what's happening. It's not happening to you. It's not happening in your life. There is no life. There is no you. It's that particular sense of frozen is it. And I can be looking at the chair, then that's it. There's no continuation, and there can be ideas about what's going on. But then there are thoughts. There's nothing, and they don't have any power. All those thoughts and all those ideas are thinking, oh, I should be positive, or all that can be there. There's nothing wrong or right with that, but they don't have any power. That what's happening is it, is There's no because, or there's no time. So there's no because of this, because of those thoughts, I feel this. It's what's happening. It's not because of you thinking that. There's no you. Thoughts are there. It's one. There's only one. So there's thoughts. There can be a sense of frozen. Thoughts can happen. It's going nowhere. It is. And there's nothing right or wrong. It has nothing to do with a life of someone. There's no life of someone. There's being frozen. Then that sense is there. And there's no difference in seeing a table. It's that. And then there's something else.
Is it loving what is, but then
No, it's not
with,
loving what is.
yeah,
No.
not for anyone, but yeah.
But not even that. It's what is. There's nothing going on about what is. It's that. That love is, life is that. It's not a love for that. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's like love. Well, it's not, has nothing to do with someone. It's life is
No,
that. Yeah.
I know,
Life
I know.
is everything. It's love in a way, but it's not the love we normally know,
Nee,
like
no, no, no.
nice feeling. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
More loving what happens. Yeah, maybe I can love.
Yeah, but when we're saying that,
Yeah,
there
but not
could
for
be
anybody. Yeah, yeah.
no, but there's subtly there's something, there's two in that, and that
Yeah.
it's that it's so strange that it's that what happens is it, and there in that, how do you say that? It's in every, love is in everything, so it doesn't matter what it is.
Mm.
It's always, there's only love. There's
Mm-hmm.
only love. So there's no need to say it, love what happens, because that's already what's going on. In that
Mm-hmm.
sense, is it more like, and so there's an, in that sense, there's only saying it's what's happening. But
Mm-hmm.
what you say is, you're right. You're right. It's like there's, everything is love, but
Mm-hmm.
unconditional. It's unconditional love. So that's, it's not a feeling or something like that.
No.
Yeah. And still, you can say it's love. That's strange. Yeah. It what when it's everything is unconditional. That is love, because then there's nothing right. There's nothing wrong.
No, no opposite.
It's unconditional. No rules or that. It's complete freedom. What it is, that's unconditional love. That is love. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah. Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
And that is something that we've always missed. I've always missed that feeling when I was a child. Yeah, something was wrong, and I thought with me, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure, that's what normally is coming, because everything is just like going into like, I'm here and there's something wrong, so it's me, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
somebody else. But yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. It's a misunderstanding, but it's so embodied. So there, that's so,
Mm-hmm.
you can say to yourself, no, there's nothing wrong, but that's not it in a way. That's superficial. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's so funny. It's so strange that it's so convincing that it's, everything is about right and wrong and better and worse. And in the same time, it's like it's only what it is. In that sense, there's no message or so, because it's only saying it's what it is. There's nothing to do with right or wrong. It's what it is. That's it. So it's so simple. It's too simple in that sense, you could say, in a way. Wow, yeah. It's so into all abstracting and adding something on it, and then it makes it into something. Mm. There's somebody saying, I often hear speakers talk about a background of silence or ease or peace. How does that relate to the appearances of what apparently is happening? A background of silence, of ease, of peace. It's so impossible to say how it is. It's what's happening, like what's seeing, circumstances or tables or feelings also. It's an appearance. That's already strange to hear, because normally we think everything is real or solid or really happening. So that's already something like, how can you imagine that? And then saying there's unconditional love. Everything is unconditional love. It has nothing to do with a feeling or something. Life is, and it's unconditional, and it's love. That it's even more not to understand. So how can you say it when suddenly it's there? It's like there's no one, and they're suddenly like, oh yeah, that's oh yeah, that's unconditional love. But how can you tell? You can't tell. It's maybe suddenly there and it's very obvious, and then you think the same, like, how can I tell you? Yeah. I call it love. People can call it silence, can be there, can be peace. There's a question. Is that love? Is it that love shows up as whatever is appearing? Yeah, yeah. You can say life is everything, or yeah, love is everything. Sounds a bit silly, a bit strange. But everything is love. There's only love, but it's unconditional love. So it's not a feeling like I love you in that sense, the personal love. It's unconditional. So it has nothing to do with rules or relations or what's going on. It's everything. It's everything. Yeah. That's unconditional. And that's love. That's unconditional. No conditions at all. That's freedom. That's whatever is happening, that is love, is it? Or anything. There can be stress. There's a lot of times that when there's feelings happen in the body that seems like, oh, this is not right, or that doesn't feel good, all that. That's so much, that's so embodied, that looking at it and seeing that there's something right and something wrong. When there's looking at it, there's suddenly always something going on, like, oh, this could be different, or there's something going on, and maybe next there will be much more freedom. There's always something going on, because when there's I'm here and this is my life and all that, it can't be seen that there's nothing wrong. There can be a seeing, but it's so deeply embodied, and it's coloring everything. So this is energetic. When everything is lost, it's energetic. There's no difference between this and there, or other bodies, or there's no difference. There's what's happening, because there's no Rose. That's not like, oh, there's Rose and she hasn't not a me, or all that. No, there is no Rose. Everything is lost. Everything is lost. So there's also no Rose. It's just nothing. So there's nothing happening. Only appearances of hand or feeling. That's everything. That's the freedom. complete. It's yeah. Doesn't mean all you have to feel like that. It's a way of speaking. Mm.
Hi, Rose.
Hello. Hi.
It's Nancy. Hi. I'll
Mm.
turn my video on. I hardly ever do that.
This is all right like that. Yeah.
Um, when there's this sadness or crying shows up and there appears to be a cause,
Mm.
it's like you said, it just kind of colors everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that and.
And what can happen also with that when there's the idea about of thoughts about what's going on, it makes it in a way it makes it more solid and real, and then it's something and maybe to do something about it, or you don't know what to do about it, and it becomes more something like that.
It gives it more solidity.
Yeah, yeah, real and what's going on, and the thoughts go on and all that. And this is talking about there's sadness, but there's that feeling. It's not your feeling. There's no reason. There's no reason for something. That's amazing, because it seems like everything has a reason, or it is because of that, or all that, or there's a meaning in it. And then it's completely free in only being that, a sensation or feeling. That's everything. And it's not wrong when there's those thoughts coming, and then that's what's happening. Think that's also a story. When they're talking like that, it's making it into something solid. It's already also a story, because that's also what's happening. So then there's feeling like that. Then that's what's happening. There's nothing wrong or right with that. It's how it's going, and it's not has nothing to do with you or somebody. It's that it's energetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something also sometimes going on about sadness, and like we don't want that or something like that. Sadness is a feeling, and it's a feeling. That's it. That's everything. And when there's sadness, like, oh my God, it makes it into something else. And sadness is a feeling. Yeah, can be. And it still goes on. It's here too, or here, or how do you say it? It's this is not like, oh, there's never sadness anymore. No, there can be sadness, crying. Yeah.
And it appears to change on its own without anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's already going like that, but we think we do something with that. It's because of us or because of something else. It's already like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Thank you, Rose.
Yeah. Thank you. Mm. There's somebody saying, do you feel the body as an appearance? Oh, God. I don't feel the body as an... No, it's not like that. I don't feel the body as an appearance. There's no one to feel that. So there's nothing going on about it. That's more it. There's... How can you say this? It's impossible to say how it is. There's no one. So I don't feel the body like that, because that's what we normally think. How does she feel that, or how do I feel this, or does it feel like an appearance, or feels it solid, or things like that? That's the only thing that me can, when there's me going on, that's the way me can do that. You can do that. That's the way how it's going. And this is completely different. That's lost. That feeling, that those thoughts, like, how is that going? How is the body feeling? All those thoughts don't happen. They are lost. So there's nothing going on about what is the body and does it feel like this, or no. This is sitting, yeah, or something like that. But it's not thinking like, oh, now there is only sitting. No, it's much more simple, and it's much more normal. Also, there's sitting, but there's not being busy with that. It's just when there's talking in these meetings, there's maybe more talking about that, how that is going. But normally they're sitting or something else. Rushing, anything. It's very normal. Mm. Yeah. Mm. There's somebody saying, since you are free, so to speak, are there less thoughts and less feelings than before? Because masters say that thoughts will become calm, silent, most of them disappear, they vanish forever. How's that? Oh my God, no. It's there's still thoughts, but thoughts happen, and it has nothing to do with Rose. That it's so strong that we think there's something, Rose is free or something like that. It's completely something else. There's no Rose, so everything is lost. So also that idea or feeling, or how do you say it, that there's Rose, there's no Rose. So there can be thoughts. It's everything. So thoughts can happen. Most of the time it's practical more. So sometimes they're like something else that can be suddenly like, how do I look? Oh, what do I look? And then suddenly that's gone again. Can happen too. And then something like that. And there's a relaxation, can be, but it's not noticed. So when there's talking about it, and then there's something like, oh yeah, I could say there's a relaxation. But normally there's nothing busy with that. It's what's happening, and that goes on, and walking or thinking, oh, what's the time I should go now? And then maybe there's going or not going. I don't know. There's no decision making. That's not going on. And what do I do? Not all thoughts disappear, because thoughting is also part of the appearance. So there can be thoughting or being like that. It's leveling it's not peaking and like that, peak like that. It's leveling more, because when there's no one, nothing is important. Doesn't matter what's happening. It doesn't matter. Then it's that. Yeah. So what? So in that sense, there's nothing going on like, oh my God, I would like something else. Oh, what do you want? Oh, all that. That is part of that whole me, that there seems to be always something better than this or worse or all that. And that when that's gone, then it's everything. So it doesn't matter what it doesn't matter what it is, because it's everything. It's not always calm, or no, can be or laughing or drinking wine. I don't know. It's everything. It's very normal human behavior. I don't know. Something like that. So there can be what I see in some what some masters or some teachers or some people say about that making it into something special. And this is not about special. There's nothing special about it. There can be in these meetings a feeling of an idea about there's something about Roes, but really it isn't. Oh. Can there be shame? There can be feeling warm, suddenly like, oh, whoa. It's not calling it something, but yeah, something like that can be. Yeah. Yeah. And there's somebody saying, I mean, for example, there's lack of money and sadness or disappointment or about it. Oh, there can be less money. Yeah. So then there's not drinking coffee in a restaurant. Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing going on. There's no free will. So there's no choice. There's what's happening. So a lack of money. There's no lack of that. It's not about that. There can be money, and then there's going to somewhere, but there's no choice in what or not. There's no lack of money. There's nothing going on about money. Or there can be sadness. There can be sadness. Not disappointment, no, not really. Because what's happening is there can be a feeling. There can be any feeling, not even knowing what the feeling is. Well, yeah. It's impossible to say how it is, but that normal way of how I do want this and I want to get that and all that, that's gone. That's gone. But there's still emotions. But it's happening in space, so it's not mine. It's possible how to tell how that is going. There can be anger, but that's not Rose is angry. Yeah, it seems like that in the story. But there's anger happening. And then it's gone. Yeah. It's going nowhere. It seems like that. Yeah. Nothing human is strange to you. No. No, it's very normal. Yeah. Maybe all those things that when there's me, there's trying to make yourself feel good, something like that. Now there can be all kind of behaving in trying to deal or trying to do that or like that. That whole thing, that's gone because there's nowhere to go. So it doesn't matter what's happening. It's completely like, there's no escape from anything. It's full on. So there's also, it's not about dissociation, something like that, because it's full on. It's feeling, sensing, everything is full on. But not in a special way or so. And doesn't arise a desire at your case, which belongs to the character? No, there can. Yeah, not really. There can be like when in Holland there's a lot of raining at the like, oh my God, what is this? Well, yeah, that's it. That's yeah. But it's not. There's no importance in it or something like that. There can be a thought like again, something like that. But it's empty. So then it's gone, and then there's going out in the rain or something else. So there's no choice. There's no choice. There's no one here. There's no free will or choice in anything. There's no one. It's not an idea. It's not that it's not there or something like that. It's lost. So there's no Rose also. Life isn't happening to Rose. No, there is. It's a hand. It's just pieces. Pieces. It's a way of expressing it. It's not really like that, but it's like that. There's no continuation. So it's a hand. That's everything. It's not a hand of Rose or something like that. That's the freedom. That's so free. There's nothing happening. There's a glass, a feeling, that no lives in my life, in your life, and all that. That's completely lost. Seeing it like that, and it's not only seeing. And in the same time, it's just seeing the stories and seeing bodies and tables and walking on the floor and meeting people. Yeah, that still goes on. It's the same. Yeah, and it's already that. But when there's me, there's so many beliefs and concepts about how life is, how I am, what I should do, what's important, and all that. All those beliefs and concepts can be lost, and then suddenly, it's something else. It's another possibility. Oh, that's more what we're talking about. Is there more ecstasy since Rose fell apart? It's more. There's more. The joy is stronger. Yeah. It's stronger. But it's so stunning. It's so that it's everything. That it doesn't matter what it is. That's God. That's so, and it can be so strong. That's so. Life is so. God. Doesn't mean it's always nice or something like that. It can be also sick and feeling like that. Yeah. Yeah. And suddenly that joy is there. Yes, amazing. Yeah.
That's the freedom.
Rose.
Sorry?
That's the freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's freedom. Hi. Go on, Dario. Hi.
Can you speak a bit about that this is unknown?
That it's unknown.
Yeah. Like there's nothing that is known.
Yeah, that's also lost. When there's me, then there's it's a fear of something like, oh my God, this is real and I have to survive, and how do I do it, and what's the best way, and all that. So that's about, and knowing is one of the things that seems to be very helpful for that. So there's a lot of, and it's not only with information, but it's also what I did is about feelings, that knowing what I felt, and that looking at other people and knowing what's going on over there. And there can be in all kinds of knowing in all ways. And then that gives a hold. So to deal with what's going on. Gives it what I like remember, like I was very sure about myself, and that I knew that when people ask, no, that's okay, and that's not okay, and that's good, and then I was like that. And when all that knowing fell away, it was like, whoa, help, what's in that first, yeah, that's not already long time ago, but then that there's no hold. And that suddenly it seems like, oh my God, there's nothing to hold on. So there's no safety. But in the same time, it's also like there's no need for safety. Where's the need for safety? It's going by itself, and it's going in a certain way, and it's not happening to me. So that's also lost. So there's no need for safety or security or all that, or feeling that, guarding my borders. So how do you say that? There are no borders. But yeah, then there can be any feeling, of course. There can be feelings, but then there's that feeling. Well, when there's nothing going on, when this I don't want this, and I should be this, and this is better for me, and all that. When that's not there, then there's feeling. Then is a feeling. So there's nothing about knowing that feeling. That what I thought is, what is this feeling? What do I feel? And where does it come from? What did I do yesterday? Or no, what's going on there? That makes it into something, what I just told also, that then how, because there's also always something going on, like dealing with it, and trying to know is some way of dealing with what's going on and what's happening to me. When there's no me, then there's no knowing. There can be some people that they're very clear in this message, and they're very clear, and there's still that me going on, and then it's suddenly still knowing. In a way, it's running back to that knowing and that being clear, and can talking about it for hours because it's very clear. There's nothing to do with that. It's only drinking tea. So it's nothing special at all. There's nothing special about it. When I'm not speaking, it seems like I'm becoming special in these meetings. But normally it's just normal life, doing shopping, drinking tea. I don't know, nothing special in that sense. Nobody sees anything about me. It's just normal. But when they're speaking about this, then there's suddenly it's so obvious that there's no knowing, but there's no need for knowing. There's no need for knowing. You can say that to yourself, but it's strange to hear that there's no need for anything. Because it's already happening. It's already going by itself. So what is there to do extra? It's not there's only not know. What do I know? What's happening next? I don't know. But it's just normal. I don't know. Like, what's happening next? I don't know. You? No. Something like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm.
Hey, Rose.
Hello. Hi.
How are you? So it's interesting. I wanted to say, so I've had chronic stomach problems since I was very young, and because of this communication, things just keep falling off, and slowly and surely, and there's always a reason, right, for stuff, right? So like my stomach would hurt because I ate this, and that.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to believe that. And now it's funny when people say that. And I'm like, okay, well, then you should explain why I had pizza the other night and I felt perfect. And then I have chicken soup the next day and I feel very bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just doesn't even make sense how. And I've got to like a point where I can just like observe it, even though obviously it's very uncomfortable. It's very annoying. but you observe it and how it rises and falls like on its own, how it does its own thing, how it wants to. It just doesn't. I could try to, even though the old mechanism is running, right, because it wants to tie what's happening, because I guess because of this communication, it just doesn't even, I don't want to say it doesn't matter because it feels very bad, but it just doesn't make sense anymore. So it loses its like power, right? I guess.
Mm.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. This isn't that sticky, that so strong anymore.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, but I do notice that it immediately wants to, like, as soon as there's a pain or discomfort, it immediately wants to go and find, okay, this is because of this, and yesterday was this, and now we're going to go that way because, oh my God, what's going to happen? It's amazing how it runs in an automatic. Like, it just, it's so interesting how that happens.
That's what I call that it's embodied. It's so strong and it's going by itself. Yeah.
It's very interesting, and it's interesting how even like you could be like, I could be on my own alone, and I'll completely be, it doesn't bother me, and then as soon as you start up a conversation with someone, woof, there you go. running.
It's amazing how all that energy, how that's going, and you think we have an idea about, and that's also that knowing, an idea why and all that. You don't know, it's just an assumption, but is it like that? I don't know.
Not sure. Definitely. And I also noticed, like, I know earlier somebody spoke about right and wrong, how when I first started hearing the communication, it's like what happened here wanted to turn, okay, that's fine, that's not wrong, that's not right either, I'm fine, and it took a parent time to actually really feel that inside, like it really was like I guess it fell off, or like it switched up, and I didn't even notice it, but then it came up as like a natural thing that nothing's wrong and nothing's right. It wasn't me saying that it wasn't, like, it wasn't believing.
That's it. That's it. It's more like just of course, it's like there's that's something else. Sure.
It just doesn't work the other way anymore. Very interesting.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wait, where was I somewhere? Oh, there's something saying, so there's no control at all. No, there never has been control. It's an idea. It's an understanding or a belief that I am in control. I'm take control of my life, and it's because of that I do this or I don't do that anymore. Then it's going better, or that. That gives that. That's what when there's that I'm here, and it feels like I'm on the right path and all that. That's feeling like safety, and that when they're saying there's no control, there's no. It's there's no center. There's no one doing that. It's happening. All it's happening by itself. So it makes that me or that Rose or somebody else, like you're not important. Life is deciding. It's not, and it's not seeing you. It's just energetic. It's going that way. There's nothing to do with you. There is no you. There is no one inside. It's not seeing you. It's seeing like hands and feelings and tables, and it's not seeing that either, but it's just a way of speaking. So no control. But there's no need for it. It doesn't matter. It's going by itself. It has always been like that. So there's no difference. The only difference is that there can be a belief of there's control, and that falls away, and then there's no control. It was already like that, so nothing changes. But that idea that I have to control, and we are so like, oh my God, when I don't do that, when I stay at home, I will never meet other people, and oh God, then I will be alone, and so I have to do something about. Oh God, that can be so strong. That idea that there's something wrong with what's going on, and it should be like that or like that, and I have to do something about it. That's whoa, that's so strong. But that's also the suffering, because there's always something right and wrong in that. That's the freedom, is that there's no control. Yeah. And somebody say, I also don't know what now is happening. No, you don't need to know. What is there to know? Sitting, yeah? What is there to know? Or drinking tea or something else. Talking, sitting. Well, I don't know. Yeah. It's so simple. It's very easy. It's already going by itself. So there's no need for us people, like, oh, we are so important and this is my decision and it has to, we have to do something about it. There's no one. There's no one. There's no center. It's like a body. Yeah. Mm. Mm. It's strange, because when there's control, it seems also I can do, when I have control now and then, but it's always like a fear to do not the right thing, because then maybe you lose control, maybe it's going wrong or all that. So there's a lot of tension in that, can be in that, to do the right thing. There's no right thing. And it's not you doing it. So it's what's happening. And then that's what's happening. It can be circumstances. It's also not real. So it's an appearance of things happening. Nothing is real. So that's the freedom. Nothing is important in that sense. Not saying that to yourself, that's something else. But what is the difference? Then that's what's happening. Yeah? That's also everything. Or that unconditional love. Ah, somebody's saying. So thoughts are just out there and somehow we energetically run into them. Yeah, I could say more like there are thoughts and I don't know how that's working, but it seems like there's something going on, like they are mine. And then there's that brain and that abstract thinking, and that's in the story. There can be a lot of things going on. It's mine, and then what do I think, and and it's energetic. It's also energetic, but there's a lot of making it into something and seeing it as real and mine. For especially thoughts are seen as mine, and it gives meaning. It seems like thoughts have meaning. The content, we can listen to content, and when you talk to a dog, he's looking at you and there's nothing going on about understanding the meaning of what's being said when there's just talking, or maybe some words, and then just looking at like, but, and then we think, oh, everything has meaning, so we mean something with that. And there's still an understanding when somebody's saying something, and there's an understanding of what's being said, but it's empty. So yeah. And it can happen that the meaning of thoughts can be not that strongly there, that it's less in a way, like, oh, can't listen to it, or it's not that strong anymore, something like that. That appears to happen.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, hello.
I just got in a little bit late.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
I think I have a question like about helping and caring others, because it's a very uncomfortable feeling, but it feels like it's not like I don't care, but it's at the same time like I don't, like I care and I don't care. It feels like I used to have like a freedom to choose to help people, like I could help people, or I could, and it's not there. I mean, I don't know, it's just changing and it's very uncomfortable. It's a very strange feeling. Like, it's very difficult to explain.
Yeah.
It's in a way, it's a little bit sad in a way, because like I used to, really want to be for people and help them, and maybe having the arrogance, I know what they need.
Yeah.
And to be for them. And
it's a
not like
part
I'm
of
not
the
for them, but
identity
like,
also. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's really crashing, and it's very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's there can be a loss of that part of that identity, and then that's not used to it. So there's a little bit like uneasy, a bit like what to do, or not knowing in that sense. Yeah. Can I hear that? Yeah.
At the moment, it's very strong, because I think I used to be very identified, like.
Yeah. It can be like, yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm not doing it. It's not very like, if there's something to need to be done, I'm doing it, like, but very like spontaneous. Like I don't really think about that.
Yeah.
But there's
That's something.
no longer like easily.
Yeah. But it's a kind of a behavior of concepts about how to be and how to be good or something like that. And when that's lost, it's not knowing what's good or not good. It's what's happening, and that's neutral, and that's completely different. Yeah.
But it's a very strange feeling to get used to it. I mean,
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe something is wrong or something is not right, or like maybe, but I can't do anything about that, because it's happening by itself.
And you don't, and it's not, you can't even think about if this now right, or that's I think what I understand. How can you think about it? It's also not, you can't work it out in that sense. Like, no, you get used to it.
But also like when I say something, it's kind of like without really thinking, like is it like the right things to say to that person or not? So that's also like something.
Yeah.
I'm so used to think like what I should be saying, or to help that guy, to help them, or to be for them, or like whether it's family or friends. And now like it's just coming out very very spontaneous, but not thinking about it, and not even knowing if it's the right thing to say or not.
Yeah. Well, that's that's no control. You could say that. Yeah.
So this is why it's uncomfortable, because it's like losing control. Yes, it's true.
Yeah. But then it's more like getting used to it, or because it's it's happening by itself, so there's no one doing that. It's by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's it is losing control. This is why it's so uncomfortable. Like, like I know like how to help, so I'm like in control, and I know for them what's best for them. And when it's not there, it's sort of like you miss something, but you don't miss anything because I never knew anyway. So yeah.
And maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know what was the best. I remember. I thought I knew I could. When people said that, I thought, oh, I immediately feel what's going on. Oh my God, maybe it's not like that. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing to give up because it is about control. It is about
Yeah, but it's also a big thing because you're someone that does good and knows to help, and people are grateful and all that. So that's something. Yeah.
Yeah. But
So when
I
that's
think that
lost.
the biggest thing is like it feels like as if I don't care. I think this is the biggest challenge. Like I don't care for them, and it's not true.
Yeah.
But it feels that way. It feels like so. I think this is like the very very difficult feeling. I think.
Yeah. But it has nothing to do with caring or not caring. It's there's no one to help, but it's not an idea. It has nothing to do with an idea or what's going on. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on, and there's this is a response. It's not about helping or caring or not helping or all that. There's someone and they're saying there, and there's a response. That nothing more than that.
Yeah.
But that's a whole world that's lost then, okay, by taking care and helping and all that. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like a small thing, but it's a big thing for me. Like it's
Good.
I
Can hear that. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy. It's really getting used to this. So yeah. But in a way, it's much more relaxing in a way because it's sort of letting go. I mean, I don't do it, but it's like it's falling away.
Yeah. 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 It's yeah.
It's a very strange thing.
Yeah. But there's so much extra. There was so much extra on top of what's going on. This is good, and that behavior can be so embodied. So that's seems the normal way, and then suddenly it isn't there, and then what is the normal way? Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But in a way, it's much.
I was like that. I had so many people coming to me because I was the one who knew and who could see it and all that. And then, what for me, it was my work also, and then that work fell away too. Yeah. So yeah, can be a big thing, but it's not only my work. It was also the identity about what you say about behaving in that way. That was me, and then suddenly that whole that was gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have to get used to it, or it just happened once? Or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, after a while, it's not all those thoughts about that don't arise anymore so much. It's just in the beginning, it's like being busy with it and what's going on, and then that's not that strong anymore. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Very strange. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh wow. What are the main things that changed when Rose was falling apart? I really don't know. Yes, there can be a remembering for that period, but I think the relaxation and the joy. And there's something going on like this body was really tense. And then knowing what's the right thing to do. And then all that fell away. But so there's a relaxation and there's the joy and a bit being more silly. That's also coming more. He's a bit, yeah, joking around. That's more there, I think. Because I don't care about what people, there was so much about, oh, how people think about me, and then that's gone. So I don't care. So being silly or, yeah, something like that. That there's not so much remembering about that period. Yeah. Mm. Somebody's saying, I had a near-death experience at birth and didn't know what to become in this world. Mm. Yeah. Nobody knows. There's no world. Yeah. There's only what's happening, what's apparently happening. There's no world. There's no real circumstances. Can be walking on the street or being in an office. Yeah. Well, that's everything. There's nowhere to go. There's still the story goes on, but it has no meaning and it's going nowhere. Because there's no time. When there's me, there's feeling I'm living here in time and space or distance. There's no time. There's no distance. There's what is. That's everything. It's going nowhere. Somebody's saying, I want to wipe the slate clean and have only, wait. I want to wipe the slate clean and have only neutral energy, but the world will creep back in. But there's no world. Then what's going on? There can be thoughts, then there are thoughts. And there's no, what is neutral energy? Everything is neutral in that sense. You could say that, but there can be a feeling, or then they're thinking about something that's on the news, and there can be a feeling. No, and then there's so it's everything. So it doesn't matter what it is. So there's nothing, I'm doing this and then suddenly that happens. No, it's there's no one. So there's feeling, there can be stress, and there can be drinking coffee, or there can be a table. There's no world. Where's the world? It's an idea that there's a world or other people. There can be somebody come, but suddenly it's a buddy coming and then saying something. That can happen. Yeah. And then that's everything. There's no outside. There's no inside either. There's no before, there's no after. There's all that. It's all, that's the world of two. We live all in the world of two, and the behind and before and all that. We can abstract that, and that's understood. There's only people can be in two, because that's the brain can abstract and understand that there's something behind this wall. There's remembering, oh, there was that, so that when I go there, it will be still there and all that. But this room is everything. There's no something behind. There's no world. There's no world. There's only this, and it's an appearance of computer, table, maybe a feeling, sitting. It's one. It's only one. There cannot be a disturbance. That's making it into, that's more looking at it and seeing it and thinking like, oh, this shouldn't be there, or something like that. It's what's happening. It's everything. So there can be suddenly wanting to sit silent and suddenly there's a noise. Then that's what's happening. There's nothing there. It's not about you. There's no free will and choice. There's not, it isn't, life isn't seeing like, what do you want? There's nothing to want. There's nothing to go, because that's what's happening, is it? It's already that. So there's nowhere to go. It's already that. There's no need to look for neutral or something like that, because that what's happening, that feeling, is it? Or news on the television, then there's news, then that's what's happening. There can be a feeling, then that there's, but that we see always like, oh, because of that, seeing that news maybe, and then there's this feeling, oh, maybe I shouldn't, all that. There's no connection. We're so living, it's so embodied that there's time. And then there's hearing, there's no time. So there's no before and after. There's no reason or no consequence even. So it's only a feeling, or tea, sitting. It's that simple, and that's already what's going on. There's nothing else. There is nothing else. That's everything there is. It's unconditional because it's what it is. There's nothing going on about right or wrong, or no, it's what it is. For no one, it's not seeing someone, it's what it is. A feeling, seeing, wall. That's everything. There's nothing which isn't it. It can't be. It's everything is everything. And unconditional is unconditional. So there's nothing wrong or right. It can't be. It's what it is. Very simple. And that's already. So that's paradise. That's calling it paradise. Doesn't mean it's only happiness. That's what religion make of it, maybe. It's everything. When it's everything, then that's the freedom, because there's nothing going on about this should be like and this should be not and all that. Everything is everything. So that's freedom. That's freedom. It's what it is. It's not a feeling, freedom. There's no choice. There's no meaning. There's no one. There's no one. There's nothing happening to someone. That when their thoughts can happen. Still goes on. And nothing is real. It's an appearance of circumstances, tables, bodies, feelings, sensations. It's already everything. It's already everything. No need to look for something. Thank you.
There is not.
Oh, there was nog een chat. Okay, there was another chat. Oh, sorry. And what is your plan with new Zoom meetings for next January? What will be different? I don't think there will be something different. I don't know. I think on this time, I would know. What I think now is I'm planning it to do it in the same way on the Friday evening and the Saturday morning. Maybe there are coming other plans. I don't know. I think it will be the same. In this time, I will think it will be the same. Look at my website, and then you can, and then that's underneath. It will be on YouTube, and then underneath is my website. You can see at my website where the Zoom meetings are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rose.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you, Rose.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, Rose.